Hey everyone, so I'm going to do my hair really quickly. I did double up the timing so we could get through this and then do the tutorial in the morning, which I just did. Okay, so I'm putting in the Wow Coconut Elixir mixed with some Rejuvenique Monat Oil, and I'm concentrating that at the ends and on the sides. I use the Renew shampoo and the Smoothing Deep Conditioner. Now I'm adding 2 pumps of the Incroyable Blow Dry Cream from Kerastase. Okay, now I'm just combing through it with my favorite comb, which is the, I think it's called New Bone comb, and I will put everything down below and just combing through it and deciding. Okay, and I remember I counted the hairs that I pulled out or that came out just so I could tell you. Monat really helps with that. It was like 8. So probably, gosh, half as much as I used to shed. And now I'm just combing it out, parting it on the side, and combing everything kind of straight down. And now I'm spraying the ends with the Wow Dream Coat spray. And now I am just rough drying it with my Elcom hair dryer. And it's about, I think right now it's about 8 o'clock last night. Okay, now I'm just putting some of my lip mask on because my lips were so dry. And I love having that little spatula. Okay, I'm showing you the Velcro roller I'm going to use. Rough drying some more because I can't let it dry too much in the towel or else it will just be crazy. Frizzier and crazier. Okay, this is the Tangle Teaser round brush. I like this for up around my hairline and up around the scalp because you can really pull the hair. You can get some good tension on it, and it really gives you body at the root. You'll see I use several different brushes for different things, but that's the one I like up around the crown of my head and around the roots. I'm always trying, I've got that new growth right at the front that I'm trying to blend into the rest of my bangs. And then just, get some body up around the crown of my head. If I bend over and do all of that, it's just out of control. So I try to do most of the drying right there. Now I'm drying some more, just the back of my hair and the nape of my neck, just trying to get some of that wetness out. Okay, now I'm grabbing my favorite brush, just the Olivia Garden, just the biggest round brush that they have at Ulta. They still sell it. I have the one with the boar hair bristles too, and I like it in some situations, but this one is the one I use the most. Okay, now I'm just drying it some more. And now I'm going to flip over and mostly dry the back of my hair. I'm not just like drying it all over crazy. I'm drying mostly the back of it. On the underneath is what I mean. Okay, now I'm just kind of going to brush it out and try to smooth it out again. My hair is naturally frizzy, and then when you bleach it and it grows long, it gets even frizzier. And I could spend a lot longer round brushing it and get it a lot smoother, but I have found this works best for me to go ahead and just do it with the curling iron. And right here I am just drying that with the big brush in it, trying to get some height. And a lot of times I'll just walk around and do something, put up my curling or my hair dryer. A lot of times I'll get out my curling iron, plug it in. Okay, I'll take this out. Now I'm going to smooth it out with another Olivia Garden brush, and then take this Babyliss curling iron that is, I'll put the number that it is set on. It's not all the way up, it's like halfway. And I'm kind of using it to smooth out the whole piece of block of hair, and also to just put some bend in it, but I'm going to put it on this giant Velcro roller. I put plenty of tension on it, and I'm using just a metal clip that you get in the great big packs at Sally's. Okay, and I just went and got the KMS working hairspray. Okay, what I do is I start off at the back and I just take one slice of hair at a time. And I kind of smooth it out. That's all my new growth that I'm waiting to grow out. And I just take each, slice like that, going vertically. and I kind of smooth down the piece, then I smooth out the ends kind of gradually. This clip doesn't hold very tight. And then I hold it in there just for a few seconds, and I just gently let it go. Now, it's going to look like Nellie Olson and look way too curly, but keep in mind I'm going to sleep on this. So I just leave it, and you can always adjust it in the morning. Some nights I may flip my head over and put it up, but most of the time I don't. Just depends. Last night I didn't. I just curled it like this all the way around. Okay, and I'm spraying. Once I get through with one side, I spray it. Then I start at the back, smooth out that whole section. So even though these look like they're going to be tight curls, you'll see by the morning they just end up being smoothed out with a bend at the end. The only part that really stays curled is the front, and that's just because it's shorter and thinner, and it's more layered at the front. So each piece I'm basically smoothing out and just kind of dropping it. And I try not to, I kind of go to the ends of my hair right at the end of the time. Okay, it's important to smooth each piece out. Otherwise your hair just doesn't look as glossy when you get through. And I think she did my hair base color a little bit darker last time. I'm not crazy about it, but I'll ask her this time. Okay, and that is pretty much it. So I'm going to spray, and I will see you in the morning. Okay, so today I'm going to try to recreate the look I did the other day with no lashes and no winged liner. And I'm going to hope that this shows. You'll see in last night's vlog, or last night's hair tutorial, and today, we bought these makeup lights on Amazon, and they are amazing. I am so happy with them. John did have to mess around with them. I need to clean my mirror because I can see where he messed around with them a little bit. Okay. So I've got my napkin down here. I'm going to pour a little bit of brush cleaner on it. I get the Selecta size and just put one of those little things down there. Anyway, so now hopefully I have enough. What was that? So now hopefully I have enough light to do tutorials in here, and then I can do so many because all my stuff's here. Okay, I'm going to do that look from the other day. And the other day I had on another foundation. I think I had on the Physicians Formula, but today I'm going to show you how to use the BB Sport. Okay, of course, now that's Bridget. Goodness gracious. Okay, there you go. Okay, I hope this just didn't soak in too much because I had to get her off the bed. Okay, so one secret I can tell you is, okay, of course, make sure your beauty blender is damp. And I don't know if you saw how I swirled it around. It does much better if you swirl it around. It applies a thinner, more even layer than if you were to just glob it on. Okay, and if you'll notice, I'm not really looking for a whole ton of coverage with this. It's just evening out my skin tone, and it's excellent sunscreen, and it is an excellent base for the mineral foundation. And one thing I hate is too much makeup around my nose and eyes and mouth, any place that's going to look cakey. So this allows me to put some coverage there and not have to really concentrate on that area too much with minerals or anything. Okay, yesterday I used natural beige, and it was a little too light because I had tanned my body. So today I think I'm going to use, let's see, rich vanilla, which is a little bit darker. Natural beige is like light skin tone. This is more of a medium with a yellow undertone. I'm going to use the Sephora 55 Pro Airbrush. I'm just going to kind of bounce it in there and break up that foundation or those, minerals. And I'll start right here where you don't mind it being the darkest, and then kind of blend out and down and over like that. When I know I've worked most of it off my brush, that's when I come towards like the areas that I don't want a lot. Okay, and I have to kind of keep spreading it out in my lid and make sure you crush it up good. Okay, kind of start around the hairline and then move in. And then I'm going to go over my eyelids because the other day I did not use a primer. Okay. Okay. And then you can just go down your neck because this is also going to be great sunscreen for you. I don't worry about getting my ears too much because my hair is going to be down. And this is the hair from last night. So you can see after you sleep on it, all those curls relax. I have not touched it. The only thing I did this morning is, this makes such a mess. The only thing I did is, put it back to wash my face. I did a mask that I have been loving. I got a sample, 2 samples. And I got it to try on Will, and it was too she for what I need on him. But I love it. It's the Rose exfoliating mask from Origins. Okay, what I've got left on my brush here, I'm gonna I've got those lovely veins on the side of my face where my face is so thin. Okay, now I'm gonna wipe this brush off on my brush cleaner right here and put it back. Okay, let's see. Let me go ahead and, while I'm thinking about it, because I hate it when I forget this, wipe anything out of my eyebrows. You can see how much is in there. Okay, and I bought a new powder this past weekend. It is I love these powders. This is the same one as my matte highlight, and I actually have number 3, which is bronze 3. This is bronze 2, and it's much lighter and it looks good kind of all over. Okay, I'm going to use this It Cosmetics ball brush. Just use kind of a big fluffy brush, and I'm kind of just going to warm up my cheeks like that and underneath. I don't know if you just heard Bridget. She's just going to stand here and cry for no reason because she wants me to pick her up. What's wrong, baby? I just took her outside. And then a little bit on my nose. This is so pretty. I love it. Okay, and then this is the matte highlight. I'm going to use that same brush. I'm just going to do the tops of my cheeks and across the center of my face like that. Okay, and then I'm going to wipe this brush off on a napkin. Okay, now if you are worried about any powdery look, you can definitely tell there's powder there. But because my face is so not oily, it's combo, so oily T-zone, I am going to not spray it. Matter of fact, I'm going to put a little bit of my Charlotte Tilbury powder, let's see, on the T-zone. I'm going to use this. I love this little brush. What is this one? Angled powder. So I'm going to get, this is the number 2. So I'm going to put a little bit right there, down my nose. Just T-zone areas that I know later on are going to get oily. Okay, and then for blush, I brought down some of my MAC blushes to use. I hadn't used them in a while. Let's do some Melba. And I'm just going to use that same brush. And I'm going to go, I like to go back on my cheeks. I've had this all my life. This and the little hole on my nose. Those are both birthmarks. And so I like to kind of leave the center of my face. No color. I mean, that's a different look. If you want to bring that color in, it's just a different glowy look, but I like that better. Oh, okay. So I think that's pretty much done. You notice I didn't use any concealer. I will wait to the end for that. Okay, let's see. The other day, the eyeshadow I used was one I had not used in a while. It was Swiss Chocolate. Kind of a dark one for me. So I am going to use, let's use a Louise Young brush, just a crease brush. Dip it in there, and I'm going to go right kind of in and above my crease and out to like towards the ends of my brow. Just to make a little lift maybe and dimension. Like that. And that just instantly lifts. And I was told the other day, or I think I read it. Yeah, I think I read it. That most everyone has one rounder eye and one more slanted eye. That's very common. So I knew it definitely was that, because I remember seeing, it was a picture of like Blake Lively and some other people, and what they would do is they would mimic both eyes on different shots and show you how different. Like if I had 2 eyes like this, I would look different. If I had 2 eyes like that, I would look a little bit different. I think I had looked up, I always love reading about bone structure and face shape, and I don't know, I love learning about all that kind of stuff. It's interesting to me. Okay, so for eyebrows, I got a new brow the other day when I went out. John was working in the yard, Brooke was gone, Will was playing a video game, and John needed me to get my car out of the garage, so I just took off. And I had some things. What you want? What you want, Eeyore? What you want, huh? Say, I just get so sad sometimes for just no reason. And I just don't know what it is. You can't help it. I know. I know. What can I do for you, madam? Okay, she did. She had to potty because Bridget can never go poop and potty in the same outing. She has to split them up. Okay, this color is Blonde, and I love it. It's kind of like that gray color. So it just kind of blends in, and I'm just gonna fill in these maybe a little bit more than I normally would, since I'm not gonna do wing liner or lashes. And I just kind of use this, and that helps even out my eyebrows and makes my eyes look more alike. And then I take this cool little brush and go over it like that, and I'm going to just use a clear brow gel. Okay, and one thing I did the other day, what made me do that look is I was thinking about, I think I had watched somebody and they had eyes kind of shaped like mine, you know, really rounded like Bugs Bunny, really rounded at the top. And she wasn't wearing wing liner. And I was thinking, now why do I like the way her makeup looks, but I don't like it when I don't do like wing liner, because I like the way wing liner makes my eyes go more up. And what it was is I don't like the way my lashes go down. So I thought to myself, why don't I just not put hardly any mascara right there? Why don't I focus my mascara more at the top and see how that looks? And it worked for me. And I did curl my lashes that day. And then I used a pencil liner that was Bobbi Brown. I don't know if I left it out. Let's try this one. Smashbox Always On Gel Liner in Private. It's like a dark blue color. Okay, so what I did is I started out by just lining my eyes pretty normally, like you would, just a kind of a solid, kind of the width of the pencil. But what I did is I took this end and I didn't really wing it, but I just widened it to meet, kind of like just to go straight across like that. What is that? Oh, it's on my eyelash. And that, let's see. Oh, I know. And then I took a Q-tip or one of these little things like this, and I kind of smudged this out. Like that. Okay, now let's do this side, will be easier. I like this pencil. And if you are a tight liner or an upper waterline person, that would probably be good for you to do too. I'm just not like that because I have one contact. I have one good eye for each, one good eye for distance and one good eye for close up. So I'm going to keep it, I think let me smudge this one out a little bit. I think that I had used like a purpley dark Bobbi Brown the other day. So I'm going to keep it like that for today, and I'll leave this out. I like that. I'm going to curl my eyelashes. This is a Chanel eyelash curler. I don't think it's available anymore, but I also like the Shiseido. One of my favorites all times was the Paula Dor. I don't even know if they still sell it, but I don't curl my eyelashes that much. I have actually abused them lately. I've been using my new lash. So the ones I have are pretty long, but with me wearing false lashes almost every day, a lot of them I think get taken out. So I'm going to try to be much better. Okay, so what I'm going to do is try to get all of my lashes at the root. Like this, really lay that, this is the Dior, and really lay that wand right at the base of my lashes. But instead of like winging them out, I'm going to concentrate more on this, winging them straight up in the center, like this. So that my eyes don't droop down so much. Even though, well, I don't think we should, just because something's different, we shouldn't always fight it. But, you know what I mean. Just, I like everything to look more open. I think that's why I didn't like the lash extensions last time, is they just drooped down on the ends too much. Okay, I want to just get right here. Chanel's laying over there on that bath mat. She's dedicated. She's a sweet girl. Anytime she gets annoying, it's only because she's so sweet and wants attention and, you know, wants to be with you. Okay. And then the other day I did not put any mascara on the lower. I'm going to go over this just a little bit with this little Chanel de Volume sample, because this just adds a little something different right there. I don't know if it's black or I can tell it's a little clumpier. Like that. Okay, and that is pretty much it for that. And then another thing that I have bought lately that I really like, that a lot of you might like, if you don't like a lot of concealer, like today I basically just want to cover that darkness. I bought these when they first came out, and I've just forgotten to show them to you. They're the Bare Minerals Bare Pro in Fair Light Warm 2 and Light Neutral 04. And one of these, I think that's the more yellowy one. This is the one that's more almost like a pinky color. And this kind of reminds me of the La Mer. Is it La Mer? No, the Clé de Peau. It has excellent coverage. And it's just not as messy, and I don't know. Sometimes I'm just not up for that whole corner concealer thing. I just want a little something to get right in there. I think today I'm just going to my mom's. So, and then right there. But I usually stop by the grocery store or something. Then if you want to lighten that up, like that. So I really like these, and I'm not going to set it. I haven't been setting them, and they haven't been creasing. Okay, and so now for lips. I put conditioner on this morning. I put the lip mask on. So let's see, what do we want to put on? Let's put on like maybe a peachy color. So I'm going to use my favorite Lancome Ideal. You see I'm kind of going right on that, oops, that ridge, that white ridge there. And I'm not doing too dark. Okay, and if that cooks you out, that's too much, you just take some off or blend it in a little bit. And what lip gloss? Let's put on, let's do this Dose of Colors. See if it's enough. It was a little too opaque to wear with this lip liner. But there, I think it's in good enough. Okay, and this is literally my hair from last night. After I slept in it, this piece. Okay, and what I do is just kind of separate these curls. Remember, this part was the part that was up in a Velcro roller. I kept that up until I went to bed, so it was probably a couple hours. And then what I'll do is just take the same hairspray again and just kind of and you could comb it out more if you think it's too messy. And I will do, I've got on a new pair of, I don't know if you can see these, a new pair of pants that I bought from Target yesterday that I really like. And then this is just a cheap little tank top cami from Forever 21. And my nail polish, I had my nails done yesterday. You probably saw these last night though. This is Cajun shrimp. It looks a little bit more red than I'm used to Cajun shrimp looking, but I like it. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you soon. Bye.